Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the VFW Hall and our Distinguished Veteran Ceremony for 2008. It is indeed an honor to be here. I've been fortunate as Director of Park Services this is the 8th Distinguished Veteran Program that I've been involved with, and it is indeed an honor to be honoring a person who has led the Veterans Day Committee for years and as a long-standing participant in the program. It is also, I believe, our first Vietnam era veteran to be honored in this fashion. It is indeed an honor to introduce Larry McCullaugh as the 2008 Distinguished Veteran. He's worked hard for many service organizations as well as the Veterans Day Committee. And I do want to read a letter that we have received from the Department of Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Marion, Illinois. The Marion VA Community Affairs and Volunteer Services has just been informed of the selection of Larry McCullaugh as the Veteran of the Year for the state of Kentucky, or at least Paducah, Kentucky. And we would like to congratulate him on receiving this award for all that he does for our veterans and the Marion VA. And that is signed by Joseph R. Brown, the Veteran Coordinator, and Sylvia M. Jackson, Community Affairs Officer. So without further ado, I'd like to bring forward Larry McCullaugh. Jerry Beyer, I think you have Commissioner Beyer, I think you have a presentation.
I'm not as tall as Mark, Larry. Larry and I always see eye to eye on everything. I don't know if you noticed that. But Judge Executive Newberry, distinguished guests and friends, I first met Larry over 25 years ago. Larry would come to my office to repair the copier. We struck up a friendship based on our love of humor and also our love of this great country. I knew Larry was a Vietnam War veteran, but only because someone else told me. Larry came home one of the forgotten men who our country just never said thank you to. He not only served his country in the United States Army, but after returning, he continued to serve his fellow man through his efforts with the veteran service organizations. He is one of few and maybe the only person to have served as commander of the VFW, the American Legion, and the Vietnam Veterans Association. He served as chairman of the Veterans Day Parade Committee for over 10 years. I would like to give a speech similar to the one given by Mr. Edward Everett, who spoke for 2 hours prior to the Gettysburg Address, if I was going to list Larry's service record to his fellow vets. But instead, I will just read his plaque, and it reads, Paducah McCracken County Distinguished Veteran Award 2008, presented to Larry McCullaugh. For your service and patriotism to the United States of America as a member of the United States Army, serving as a light weapons infantryman, his duties included reconnaissance of the demilitarized zone from the South China Sea to the border of Laos and enemy troop areas, the rescue and recovery of downed friendly aircraft, checking and clearing enemy bunker complexes, and the gathering of intelligence information from enemy killed in action situations. Sergeant McCullaugh was awarded the prestigious Combat Infantryman's Battle, the National Defense Service Medal, the Vietnam Campaign Medal, the Army Commendation Medal with Valor Device, and the Bronze Star. Larry has continued his service to his country and fellow veterans, as I said, as former commander of the VFW, the American Legion, and the Vietnam Veterans Association. Thank you for your continued outstanding contributions as a citizen, for the service and dedication to your country, your community, your state, and God. Thank you, Larry, ever so much.
We've got a couple more things for you, Larry, before we get going there. I would like now it's an honor to bring up County Judge Van Newberry for a couple of more presentations.
Larry, the mayor was supposed to be here to give this award from the city of Paducah, but when I left him, he was at the courthouse working on a voting machine. So. He's a talented fellow. Anyway, but the mayor's actually, unfortunately, at the doctor's right now, having a doctor's appointment. But anyway, he did ask me personally to give this award. The city of Paducah would like to give a certificate of appreciation to Larry McCullaugh, and it is presented on this day in recognition and appreciation of your selfless dedication and outstanding contributions made to the city of Paducah in the area of veteran affairs. They recognize your achievements, Larry, so at this time they'd like to give you that award. Now the county, has an award, and it's an award that we do not give out lightly. A lot of people ask for this award, and we do not give it out unless you've made legitimate, long-time contributions to this community. This is an award that's named for one of our greatest leaders here in McCracken County, and it is the Alvin Barkley Distinguished Citizen Award. And like I say, we do not give this one out lightly. In fact, just a few months ago, we were asked for we had 2 nominations for this. Both were turned down. They had not made enough contributions. In Larry McCullaugh's case, this is not true, and I'm very proud to read this award today. Greetings to all to whom these presents shall come. Know ye that the McCracken County Fiscal Court presents its Alvin Barkley Distinguished Citizen Award to Larry McCullaugh. We hereby confer this honor with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereunto appertaining. So, Larry, at this time, congratulations and well deserved. Thank you.
I will mention 2 things. Number one, when I first came to Paducah and worked with the Veterans Committee, and I do know that in the past Larry had been nominated, or there's discussion of nominating him, and he wouldn't accept it as long as he was the chair of the committee. And so, you know, he is humble and honorable like that. But this year he will lead the parade, sitting up in the convertible in the rain, whatever. We'll have a nice umbrella for him, but we hope that we still have a lot of folks come to the parade. It's a rain or shine event, and because I know that y'all have gone through it, through rain and shine, through your lives, and I think Larry will be one who will make sure that we trudge through it together.
We've all been wet before.
Exactly. Larry, it's your turn. And that's at 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Obviously, I'm honored and humbled to receive this award. I know that there are a lot of worthy veterans out there, and to be chosen to be the one is, you know, when I started doing this stuff, I never did it for notoriety or money or recognition. I did it because I thought I had the ability to help other veterans who just sometimes got frustrated and confused and didn't quite know where to go or who to call or what to do to get something done. And I would always tell them, I don't always have the answers, but I usually can find out if I spend a lot of time on the phone, and I got plenty of minutes on my cell phone. So when I get up in the morning, or whenever I do get up, the first thing I do is I'll have a couple of answers or a couple of messages on my regular machine and 2 or 3 on my cell phone, and I'll get my coffee and sit down and make sure that I'm awake so that I know I'm calling the right number for the right person and try to help everybody that I can. I do this for a couple of reasons. Number one, I suffer from what they call survivor guilt. You know, I had a lot of guys that I knew, same place, same time, doing the same thing, that didn't make it back. And because of that, I want to make sure that I deserve coming back. You know, this thing's fritzing, but that's okay. I'll try to speak up so y'all can, and then it'll start working. The other thing is that the creed of the Vietnam Veterans of America is that never again will one generation of veterans forget another. And when I read that, I took it very seriously, because I'm not complaining, but y'all know that, especially those of you who were in country, know that we didn't get a very warm reception when we came back. But I'm not holding a grudge. All I'm going to do is make sure that the young men and women who are coming back today don't get treated the way we do. And we're gonna stay on top of the VA and the politicians to make sure that all these people get the benefits that they were promised and the benefits that they're entitled to. And we're gonna welcome them home, and we're gonna pat them on the back, and we're gonna make them know that we appreciate the job they did. So one of these days when I meet my maker, I'm just hoping that I do enough while I'm still here on this planet, that they got that big bonfire going up there, and they're up there joking and smoking and telling all these jokes that y'all wouldn't appreciate. But I hope when I get to the other side, they've at least saved me a seat. And again, I am humbled and honored, and I thank all of you very, very much for showing up today, and let's all have a good Veterans Day tomorrow. Thank you.